Ford just did something to the 7.3 Godzilla that nobody saw coming. And if these upgrades are real, this engine might have just become unstoppable. The automotive world is full of bold claims, but every once in a while, something shows up that actually changes expectations. And that's exactly what's happening with the 2027 upgrade of Ford's legendary 7.3 Godzilla V8. What started as a tough, no-nonsense workhorse is now evolving into something far more advanced, blending raw power with modern engineering in a way that could completely reshape the future of gasoline trucks. This isn't just a small update. This is a full transformation. It's Ford doubling down on internal combustion at a time when everyone else is focused on electric headlines. And for truck owners, fleet operators, and performance enthusiasts, this move is a big deal. To understand why this matters, you have to look at what made the 7.3 Godzilla so special in the first place. When it launched, it quickly built a reputation as one of the most reliable and durable engines Ford had ever produced. It wasn't built to be flashy. It was built to work. Instead of relying on complicated turbo systems, Ford kept things simple: a pushrod V8 design, a strong cast-iron block, and a large displacement that delivered effortless torque. That simplicity is exactly what made it so dependable under real-world conditions like towing, hauling, and long-term commercial use. A lot of experts described it as old-school engineering done right. It didn't chase trends. It focused on consistency, strength, and longevity. But as emissions rules tightened and competition got more aggressive, Ford needed to evolve this engine without losing what made it great. And that's where the 2027 upgrade comes in. This new version doesn't replace the Godzilla's identity, it builds on it. Ford has taken everything that worked and enhanced it with smarter technology, better efficiency, and stronger performance across the board. One of the biggest changes starts with how this engine handles fuel. The new system combines both port fuel injection and direct injection, giving it the ability to adapt under different driving conditions. At lower loads, port injection helps keep things clean and efficient. Under heavy demand, direct injection steps in to boost power and precision. The result is better throttle response, improved fuel economy, and reduced carbon buildup. And that's just the beginning. But the upgrades don't stop at fuel delivery. One of the most important changes in the 2027 Godzilla is the increase in compression ratio. That might sound technical, but here's what it really means. Ford is now extracting more energy out of every drop of fuel, which translates directly into more power and better efficiency without needing turbos. Pulling this off in a large V8 isn't easy. It requires extremely precise control over ignition timing, fuel delivery, and heat management. And that's where the next major upgrade comes in: cooling. Ford has completely improved the thermal management system in this engine. We're talking redesigned coolant pathways, a higher capacity radiator, and better oil cooling. This matters more than most people realize because heat is one of the biggest enemies of engine longevity. With better cooling, this engine can handle heavy loads for longer periods without performance dropping off. Whether you're towing uphill, hauling weight, or pushing the truck hard for extended periods, the engine stays stable, consistent, and reliable. And then there's durability, which has always been the Godzilla's strongest selling point. Ford didn't just maintain that reputation, they doubled down on it. The 2027 version comes with a reinforced crankshaft, stronger connecting rods, and improved piston design. These upgrades allow the engine to handle higher stress levels without sacrificing long-term reliability. This is where things get really interesting. Ford isn't just chasing higher horsepower numbers. They're building an engine that can actually survive real-world abuse over hundreds of thousands of miles. That's something a lot of modern engines struggle with. On top of that, the new Godzilla gets a major upgrade in engine management software. The ECU is now smarter, allowing better fuel mapping, adaptive performance tuning, and improved emissions control. This is the bridge between old-school muscle and modern efficiency. You still get that raw V8 character, but now it's backed by intelligent systems that optimize performance in real time. And when you combine all of these upgrades together, the result is something much bigger than just a refined engine. It's a completely re-engineered version of what the Godzilla was always meant to be. Now, let's talk about what everyone really cares about: power and real-world performance. While Ford hasn't officially confirmed every number yet, expectations are already high. Early estimates suggest this upgraded 7.3 Godzilla could push beyond 500 horsepower and over 500 lb-ft of torque. But numbers alone don't tell the full story. What really changes everything is how that power is delivered. This new version is expected to feel smoother, more responsive, and far more controlled under load. Acceleration becomes more immediate, throttle response feels sharper, and power stays consistent even when the engine is working hard. In real-world situations like towing a heavy trailer, climbing steep grades, or hauling serious weight, this engine doesn't just perform better, it feels more refined while doing it. And then comes the biggest surprise: fuel efficiency. Traditionally, big V8 engines haven't been known for saving fuel. But this upgrade challenges that idea. With the new dual injection system, higher compression, and improved combustion control, the 2027 Godzilla is expected to deliver noticeable gains in fuel economy. That's a big deal, especially for people who drive long distances or run trucks in commercial fleets.